Hey folks, Derek Q. Sanders here. I love y'all, but I've been wanting to do this P.S.A. public service announcement for a while, quite a while, and I'm sitting in my hotel room with nothing but time, so I decided I would do this public service announcement that I have been, that's been on my mind for quite a while, maybe a year or so. But anyway, what is it about? How many of you all have seen this? A lot of you probably done it yourselves. You post a video or a meme or something, and you play popular music that's not your music, and then you put the little disclaimer, I do not own the rights to this music. How many of you have seen it or done it yourselves? Question I would ask you is, for those of you who have done that, why did you do that? Why do you put the disclaimer that says that I do not own the rights to this music? Because first of all, if I see, I come to your page and I see you playing Maxwell, I see you playing Drake, or any other artist that I know isn't you, I know it's not your music and you don't own the rights to it. But the reason why you did that, I'm sure, is because you saw somebody else do it. And nobody took the time to go and see, why am I doing this? So I'm here to kind of just give you a little bit of information. First, let me tell you what a copyright is. A copyright, and I'm assuming you don't know. I'm not trying to insult anybody's intelligence, because some of you will know. But I'm assuming if you put that disclaimer, I do not own the rights to this music, that you don't understand what a copyright is. What a copyright is exactly what it says. It is a right to copy. So you have the right to copy someone's music or to use someone's music. And let me make this correction too. The correct word or correct way of saying is, if something has a copyright, is to say it is copyrighted, not copywritten. Right, R-I-G-H-T, not right, W-R-I-T-E. So even though it probably sounds weird, it's copyrighted, not copywritten, because we're talking about a right, not something that is written. Two entirely different things. But there's absolutely no reason for you to put, I do not own the rights to this music, because doing that does nothing for you. That's not a copyright clearance. If that was a copyright clearance, there'd be a whole lot of people that would not be getting sued for using people's music that's not their music. And I'm not saying that you'll get sued, you won't, but sometimes you probably wonder, why did Facebook or YouTube or whomever, why did they take this music down? Because your disclaimer does not give you permission to use music that does not belong to you. That is not a copyright clearance. Again, it does nothing to put that on there. So please stop putting, I do not own the rights to this music. You still don't own the rights to the music. Even, owning the rights to the music would be the person who actually wrote it. You don't own the rights. A copyright would give you permission to use it, but you don't have that either, and neither does that disclaimer give you that. So if you're going to share someone's music that you don't own, just share it. Just share it, because that would be like, I'm driving around in a car that I don't have permission to drive, be it stolen or I just took somebody's car. I'm a kid or something, or I'm not a kid. I just took my parents' car and I didn't have permission to take the car, and the police stopped me. No, better yet, let's just say it's a stolen car, and the police stopped the person that stole the car, and they come up to the window and they ask for the license and registration, or for their license and registration, and the person tells the cop, I do not own the registration, I do not possess the registration to this car. They're not going to let them go because they admitted that the car they're in is not their car. And when you put, I do not own the rights to this music, that's basically an admission that you are using music that you don't own, or shouldn't say own, but you don't have the right to use. So stop doing that. If you're gonna share it, just share it. You don't need to do that. It doesn't do anything for you. And if Facebook, YouTube, or whatever social media site you put it on, if they see it and they realize that you don't own or you don't have permission, you have not gotten a copyright license, then they're probably going to take it down. But stop doing that. I'm just trying to give you, like I said, public service announcement, just trying to give you a little bit of information that you may not already have. Stop doing that. Stop doing what you see other people do without looking into why they're doing it. It's almost like, you know, the example, it's almost like when you've seen the one where, what's the one? One of the common ones, I do not give Facebook permission to use my likeness. You ever seen that when they've done that one? Where you got this whole blurb that people copy, and it goes around every now and then it'll pop up where somebody will post this long blurb that basically says, I do not give Facebook permission to use my likeness, my pictures, all this stuff that sounds like legal jargon, which is ridiculous, because you do give permission to use your likeness. That's why there's a share button under anything that you post. That's why it doesn't make sense for anybody to ask you, can they share something that you put on your page. Of course they can share. The only reason they can't share it is if there's no share button. You've given permission. We do that when we sign up with all the those accounts that we sign up to, and none of us read the fine prints. That's why it's a share button that allows somebody to share what you said, share pictures that you post, memes, and all of that. So anyway, I was just here to give a little bit of information. As I said, I love you all. Please stop posting, I do not own the rights to the music, because we already know you don't own the rights to the music. You're not Drake. You're not Kanye. You're not the Clark sisters. You're not commissioned or whomever video whose ever music that you're sharing as background for your video. Thanks, and I love you all. Continue on.